Hey y'all, I'm Wood Boyles and this is the World History Project. Today we are asking, was there really a dark age? Historians think about history in terms of golden ages and dark ages. It's just one of the ways we periodize history. When things are going well, and art and philosophy and people are thriving, we like to call it a golden age. We call the periods in time where technology and learning seem to go backwards and life becomes difficult as dark ages. The best known of these dark ages was medieval Europe after the fall of the Roman Empire. I mean, what was life like for a peasant in the dark ages in Europe? You couldn't read or write, so you didn't have to do any homework, and you spent your days growing food. All the clothes you wore and all the tools you used, you made yourself. Everything was made locally. There wasn't really a strong government, you just had to work on a lord's land and paying taxes or extra food or whatever. So, was it really all that bad? And why do we say that it was a dark age? For starters, there are Roman ruins all around our medieval peasant, with tile floors and elaborate writing, which remember he can't read, and no more vast Roman Empire, so no luxury goods from far away like spices or silk or really anything remotely nice. And this side of the story has a point. And a lot of history classes in the United States and throughout Europe taught that the Middle Ages were awful to live in. According to this story, it was only during the Renaissance, around 1450, that things got better for Western Europe. But it isn't the full story. In the rest of the world, there were vibrant trade networks and complex societies which were thriving. Even in Europe, the kingdoms of Charlemagne in France re-centralized power for periods of time and established Christianity as the dominant religion in Europe. But there was tremendous decline in technology. The number of books being written plummeted because no one could read or write. So should we or should we not consider this a dark age? Well, I'm asking you to get involved in this debate. But first, our word of the day, which is feudalism. Feudalism was the political system of the Middle Ages, where kings and lords gave out land to knights and peasants in exchange for military service or labor for food. Most people in this system did benefit in some way. Knights get land and lords get protected. But it's usually on a very small scale, and violence was pretty common. So, to get you involved, read Was There a Dark Age on Khan Academy and decide for yourself. Base your answer on historical evidence from the text, and if you need more info, check out the article The Dark Age Debate. It might help you if you get stuck. And for today's Historian's Journal, think about this. Why are we not living in a dark age? If you're like me, I cannot wait for this quarantine or social distance thingy to end. I'm so ready to see my friends. Again, yes, I have them. But it can be really easy to focus on the negative. And if that's all we focus on, then it's hard to see some of the positives that have already come out of this experience. Okay, admittedly this question could be a little dark. See what I did there? But it really serves to show us how changing our perspective can help shape more positive outcomes. Even if Europe was in the Dark Ages, the average European peasant wasn't anywhere near as stressed out as modern teenagers these days. So what do you think? I'll see you next time.